Hello, today I'm reviewing the new Light the Torch album, You Will Be the Death of Me. And this is the follow-up to their album Revival, which came out back in 2018, which I did review on my channel. And I really enjoyed the album when it came out. If I remember correctly, it was one of my favorite albums of that year. And yeah, overall, a pretty enjoyable album. I remember especially really digging Howard's vocal performance on that album, along with the more singing you got in that album. I know some people preferred to have more screams, or they would like to have more screams in general on that album, but for me, I really like Howard's clean vocals, and him doing it more often in that album, I didn't really have a problem with that. But I do know that they were formerly known as Devil You Know, and they released 2 albums under that name, and I've heard a few songs from both albums, and nothing really grabs me all that much, to be honest. Not bad, but nothing that really leaves much of a lasting impression on me, to be honest. But again, not bad. But we have this new album now, and I did order the album. I'm definitely looking forward to getting my copy in the mail. And if you haven't ordered your copy, you definitely do so. Gotta support your artists. Light the Torch definitely deserves the support. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this album. The album starts off with More Than Dreaming, and it starts things off with some punchy drums and some heavy riffs. But yeah, the song throughout offers some pretty solid heavy riffs, along with the chorus that offers some pretty strong, clean vocals from Howard, of course. He always sounds great in my opinion. I've never heard a bad performance from him, but overall, a pretty solid start to the album. But next we have Let Me Fall Apart, which was the 3rd single, and this is one of the more commercial-leaning songs on the album. You do get some woes in the song, such as in the chorus. But yeah, musically a fairly straightforward song that offers a pretty strong melody and of course some great vocals from Howard. But I'll be honest, probably not one of my personal favorites on the album. Maybe it'll grow on me, but as of now, overall a pretty solid song, even if it's not one of my personal favorites on the album. But next we have the song End of the World, and the guitar definitely stands out the most to me in this song, especially with how well it drives the chorus. Outside of that, I think this song is just good, not amazing. And not every song has to be amazing or anything, but with this song, probably not one of my personal favorites, but I do like it though. Maybe a song that'll grow on me, we'll see. But next we have Wilting in the Light, which was the 1st single. Probably one of my favorites on the album. Even with still listening to it more and more, I'm still enjoying the song. I like the effects in this song, or electronics. I think it gives the song a little bit more extra spark to it. But also, I think the rhythm work is also pretty catchy too, and really pulls you into the song. Lyrically, it could maybe be about how our inner struggles can really get the best of us. That's just my initial lyrical interpretation. I could be totally wrong about the lyrics, but feel free to let me know your thoughts on the lyrics in the comment section below. But yeah, Wilting in the Light, definitely a highlight on the album for me personally. And same with the next song, Death of Me. I like the effects or keys in the song, such as towards the beginning of the song. But yeah, also, this song might have some of Howard's best vocal moments on the album, especially in that chorus. I mean, that chorus alone makes the song easily one of my favorites on the album. And now you do get your share of heaviness in the song, such as around the 2 minutes and 25 seconds mark. But the song to me at the same time has a sense of beauty to it, which I also do really like. But yeah, definitely, again, one of the highlights on the album. And then we get to another highlight on the album for me, Living with a Ghost. And the verses are definitely heavy, upbeat, and you can really hear the anger and Howard's voice. And the energy continues into the chorus, and the chorus is overall pretty good, along with, of course, some strong, clean vocals from Howard. But also in the middle section, you get some pretty punishing riffs that really hit hard, really pack a punch. And yeah, this song is definitely a banger. And if you really like the really heavier side of Howard Jones's work, then you'll definitely enjoy this song. Again, probably one of the best songs on the album for me. And I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being a favorite for many fans off the album. But next we have the song Become the Martyr, and as the album goes on, you can tell, or you can notice the formula. And this song, it's okay. I mean, now there are some things that I like about it. I really like the back-end vocals around the 2 minutes and 25 seconds mark. Definitely one of the high points in the song for me personally. But the song to me just doesn't do enough to stand out from the rest of the songs on the album. But again, it's not bad though. But then we get to, in my opinion, another weaker song on the album, Something Deep Inside. Now it does have some catchiness to it, such as with some of the rhythm work, but outside of that, the song, kind of like with the previous song, doesn't really do a whole lot to stand out or really offer much new to the table for me, or at least for the album. But then we get to the song I Hate Myself, and the song has some light guitar in it, such as in the verses, but you do get a bit more punchiness in the chorus too. And vocally, I really liked Howard in the song too. Maybe one of his best moments in the second half of the album. But yeah, this is definitely one of the songs on the album that's definitely getting better with each listen. But then we get to Denying the Sin, one of the heaviest songs on the album, definitely a banger. And the middle section especially probably has some of the best guitar work on the album for me. And the solo also is pretty good too. I do wish it was a little bit longer though, but yeah, wow. This was a song that was definitely a pleasant surprise for me, especially with how heavy it was. And yeah, definitely another highlight for me on the album. And this is another song on the album that I wouldn't be surprised if many fans end up saying that this is one of their favorites on the album. But then we get to Come Back to the Quicksand. And I like the guitar intro that leads into the first verse. Kind of different, but still feels like Let the Torch, and I still really liked it. But yeah, one of the more lighter songs on the album, but man, I really like Howard's, again, his vocals in general on this album are just excellent. And this song, kind of like with Death of Me, this is maybe one of his best moments on the album, is in this song, especially again with the chorus. And the song does eventually close in a heavy manner as it closes or ends. But yeah, this song is another contender for being probably one of my favorites on the album. But at the same time, I can see this song maybe being one of the more underrated songs. Hopefully the song definitely gets plenty of attention from fans, because this is another song that I'm really enjoying and definitely getting better with each listen. But finally we get to the album closer, Sign Your Name, and this song is a cover. I have heard the original, not something that I would listen to, but not bad though. There are some things that I do like about it. It does have some redeeming values, of course, and I did like this cover. I didn't love it. The thing that stands out the most to me with this song is probably the vocals. The vocal work really stands out. It really keeps me engaged in the song, but I'll be honest, overall, not the strongest album closer. But again, after hearing the original, I do think this is a pretty decent cover. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the songs. If I had to rate this album, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Probably won't be my favorite album of the year, but it doesn't have to be either. I still think it's a pretty strong album. But even if I probably like Revival a bit more, but there are some songs on this album that I probably like more than some other songs on Revival, and of course vice versa too. But I might like Revival as a whole maybe a little bit more, but that's not really saying much because I still think this album is pretty good. But as of now, my favorite album of the year is probably either the new J. Cole album or the new Fear Factory album. But of course, my opinion on that could change at any time, and maybe this album will grow on me more and more and my rating will go higher. But I don't know, we'll see with time. But as of now, I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. But yeah, the album, you do notice a bit of a formula, and I could see that being a problem with some people, but for me, it doesn't bother me too much. But I do wish that the band might have I wish they would have, I guess, moved away from the formula a little bit more often, I guess, throughout the album. But either way, again, gonna go with an 8 out of 10. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the album. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How does it compare to their previous album, Revival, for you personally? Let me know least favorite or favorite songs on the album and all the good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and like, subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.